Kiss the windows of a worn out train. Same old skyline, different kind of pain. Mama said, keep your heart before your pride. So I carry both with nowhere left to hide. Back when the block knew every child's first name. Nobody cared about the fortune or the fame. We measured rich by who would stay around. When every pocket echoed with an empty sound. Old soul records spinning through the hall. Every dusty chorus softened every fall. Neighbors arguing, then laughing by the night. Teaching us forgiveness under porch light. I wrote my dreams inside a composition book. Every page carried more than it looked. Some verses came from hunger, some from grace. Every line still carries somebody's faith.
Stay with me.
Yeah.
Don't let go. If tomorrow forgets where I've been, let this melody remember me again. Every scar became another song, teaching broken hearts to carry on. Hold on.
Yeah, you're not alone. Keep moving home. Years roll by like vinyl on a needle, slow enough to heal what once felt lethal. Friends took different roads beneath the stars. Still hear they laughter riding through these bars. Grandma prayed before the morning sun, asked for peace before she asked for funds. Never owned much more than faith inside. Still walk richer than 1,000 suited lives. City lights reflected in the puddles below, looking like diamonds only rain could know. Funny how the smallest moments shine, long after money disappears with time. Tape hits wrapped around the drum break slow. Soul samples floating where the cold winds blow. Every guitar whisper felt like home, reminding every lost heart it ain't alone. Tell my little brother keep his spirit clean. Don't chase everything that only glitters on the screen. Real love waits where the cameras never stare. Truth grows quietly when somebody cares. If I leave before another spring arrives, hope my words keep somebody alive. Not with fame, not with gold, just enough warmth when the nights get cold.
If tomorrow forgets where I've been, let this melody remember me again. Every tear became another prayer, every burden lighter when it's shared. Ooh, you're enough.
Yeah, keep your faith. Yeah, love remains.
The beat will fade, the records will grow old.
Yeah. Some pictures fade, but some moments never leave. Yeah. Found an old photograph inside a wooden drawer. Dust on the edges, but I knew it before. Same familiar faces, same innocent eyes. Back when we measured dreams by the size of the sky. Summer nights glowing under city stars. Everybody searching for who they really are. No promises written, no future guaranteed. Just enough faith and a little belief. Grandfather sitting on the front porch chair, teaching me patience with a simple stare. Said a man's worth ain't the things he collects, it's the lives he touches and the love he protects. I watched him work with his hands every day, never complained when the world looked great. Had more wisdom than the richest man, because he understood what money came. The neighborhood raised me with lessons untold, through winter nights and summers ago. Every cracked sidewalk, every old street sign still holds a piece of that younger mind.
Ooh, don't forget. Yeah.
Where you came from?
Yeah. Like a photograph in the rain, some memories wash away, some remain. Through every loss and every change, the heart still knows the way.
Stay close.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You're never alone. Yeah.
Now the city moves faster than it did before. New faces walking past old doors. The corner where we gathered is quiet tonight, but I still see laughter underneath the street light. Vinyl spinning with a warm crackle sound, soul melodies lifting the whole room around. Boom bap drums with a heartbeat slow, taking me back to the places I know. Mellow guitar crying behind a beat, like every lost voice is something to speak. Soft strings floating through the midnight air, reminding me somebody somewhere still cared. I lost some brothers along the way, some found peace, some couldn't stay. I carry their names in the songs I write, like stars that guide me through the night. I learned forgiveness is harder than pride, but peace feels better than winning a fight. A quiet soul sleeps better at night, when the heart stays honest and the vision stays right.
Yeah. I remember.
To the ones feeling lost in the crowd, you don't have to be the loudest to stand proud. The ocean is powerful without making a sound. Real strength is knowing your ground. Don't let a temporary storm define your name. Don't let another person's fire become your flame. Keep your spirit gentle, keep your purpose clear. The right path always becomes more near.
Keep breathing, ooh, keep breathing. Like a photograph in the rain, the love we share will always remain. Every chapter, every scar, every night, built a person standing here tonight. Oh, you're stronger, yeah, going on. Your light is showing.
Maybe time changes the streets, maybe years change the faces, but the moments that shaped us, they never really leave.
Oh, yeah.
Stay forever. One love. Yeah. Late nights, cold streets, warm memories. Some stories never leave the block. Yeah. Yeah. Midnight walking where the old lights glow. Concrete talking like it got a soul. Rain on the pavement, reflections in the street. Every step carrying the weight underneath. Corner store open, neon bleeding blue. Same old faces with a different view. Everybody got a story they never say. Hidden behind a smile they wear every day. I learned from the elders sitting by the wall, watching young dreams rise and sometimes fall. They said keep your name clean when the road gets rough. A strong man's heart is always enough. Mama had prayers underneath her breath, trying to protect me from the hands of stress. Small apartment, big ambitions inside. Had to build a future with nowhere to hide. Old jazz floating through the window at night. Saxophone crying under the city lights. Rose keys whispering like a memory, telling me who I was and who I could be.
Keep your faith.
Yeah, keep moving. Midnight on Lenox Avenue, where the lost souls find what they gotta do. Through the pain, through the rain, through the cold street views, still searching for a little truth.
Don't lose your way.
Yeah, brighter days, brighter days. Yeah, midnight, yeah. Every scar tells a story that the world never knew. If you survive what the city put you through, you become the proof of what a heart can do. Dust on the records, smoke in the room, old conversations underneath the moon. The drum hits heavy like a heartbeat slow, bassline deep like the things we don't show. I watch friends chase shadows for temporary fame, lost themselves trying to escape their name. Some found money but lost their peace. Some found freedom when they finally released. The city teaches lessons without a classroom. Every hallway got a different kind of truth. You learn about loyalty, you learn about pain. You learn some sunshine comes after the rain. I don't need a crown to know my worth. I came from struggle, I came from mirth. Every broken moment shaped my design. Every dark road helped me sharpen my mind. So I write these verses for the ones still fighting, for the quiet souls nobody's inviting, for every father working late at night, for every mother keeping dreams alive. Hold on, yeah.
You're stronger.
No spotlight,
No spotlight.
no cameras,
No camera.
just truth between the drums.
Just truth between the drums.
The city remembers footsteps,
City.
the soul remembers love.
So.
Yeah. Midnight on Lenox Avenue, where broken hearts learn what they gotta do. Every shadow, every scar, every avenue builds a man standing here with something to prove. Yeah.
Keep your faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep your light.
Yeah.
Ooh, keep your light.
Yeah. Midnight on Lenox Avenue. The streets may change, but the memories stay true. When the world gets quiet and the night comes through, listen close, the city still speaks to you. Yeah. Yeah. Some streets raise you, some moments change you, some memories never stop playing. 7-8 BPM, one heartbeat at a time. One time for the corners that raised us, for the names they forgot, but the story stays. Back when the sneakers had permanent scars, dreams rode shotgun and hand-me-down cars. Pocket full of hope, not a dollar to spend. Still laughed every night with the same day one friends. Mama said stand tall even when you're bent. Papa left lessons hidden in the rent. Every cracked sidewalk carried a prayer. Life wasn't fair, but we still got there. Radio humming through the apartment walls, soul records spinning while the city calls. Smoke from the deli mixing with the rain. Every little memory tattooed in the brain. Never chase glitter, only wanted respect. A firm handshake and a paycheck to collect. Seen kings fall over pride and greed. Real wealth grows from the love you feed. Street lights blinking like they knew my name. Different faces, but the block stayed the same. Young blood, running with impossible plans. Trying to build tomorrow with yesterday's hands. Take me back where the vinyl spoke. Truth came Everybody chasing numbers on a screen. Forgot what loyalty and patience really mean. Back then, every conversation had weight. Now silence disappears beneath the hate. I still hear grandma praying after dark. Every whisper blessing left a mark. She said, money fades but your name remains. Walk with honor through the joy and pain. Never wore a crown, still carry my pride. Held my people close when the river got wide. Some caught cases, some caught flights. Some disappeared in the endless nights. Life keeps moving like the downtown train. Some things change, others stay the same. Every faded photograph still breathes. Every memory hiding in the autumn leaves. I ain't bitter, I'm grateful instead for every conversation with the ones now dead. Their voices echo whenever I rhyme, teaching young souls one verse at a time. So I write these bars like letters from the past, knowing nothing beautiful was built to last. But the spirit lives inside every beat, every heartbeat underneath these streets.
Came back where the vinyl spoke. Truth came slow through a cloud of smoke. No gold chains could replace those nights. Just so records and city lights. If you're still standing after all you've been through, may peace find a home inside of you. Raise one high for the ones we missed. Every scar became another kid.
Still breathing, still building, still carrying a lesson they left behind. The city changes, the soul never does. One love, forever. Late train, empty seats. City breathing slow. Some journeys in, some memories ride forever. Yeah. Last train rolling through the heart of the night. Street lamps flickering like unfinished device. Window reflections showing faces unknown. Everybody carrying a story of their own. Old man sitting with a newspaper folded, eyes full of years that the world never noticed. He looked outside where the city lights fade, like he was counting every choice he ever made. I remember days when the rent came due and a little bit of hope was all we knew. Mama stretching meals, stretching every dollar, still found a way to make the house feel warmer. She said, son, don't let the struggle define you. The world may judge, but it doesn't know you. Keep your heart clean when the road gets dirty. Real strength comes when nobody's worthy. So I wrote my pain inside every verse, turned every wound into something that works. Never wanted revenge, never wanted a throne, just wanted peace when I finally came home. Ooh, keep believing. Yeah, keep breathing. On the last train to Harlem, I found pieces of who I was between the silence and the city noise. I remember what mattered most. Ooh, don't lose faith. Yeah. Better days. Yeah. On the last train to Harlem, every window showed a different life, but every soul was searching for the same thing. A little love in the middle of the night. Yeah. Hey. Basement jazz playing underneath the avenue. Old sax crying like it knew what we been through. Rose keys floating through the smoky air, like a forgotten prayer, saying somebody cares. Dust on the drums, tape worn thin, the kind of sound that pulls you back in.
Gospel voices hidden inside the sample, reminding broken hearts they can still stand tall. I watch the city build and destroy, turn young dreams into lessons for boys. Some chase money until their hearts went cold. Some stayed humble and became pure gold. The loudest people ain't always the strongest. The quiet ones carry battles the longest. A man can smile while fighting inside, still walk forward with nowhere to hide. So I write for the workers before sunrise, for the mothers with tears they never advertise, for every soul that feels forgotten and small. You're still somebody when nobody calls.
Ooh, you matter.
Yeah.
You're stronger. The train keeps moving. The city keeps changing.
Yeah.
But the memories, they stay in the seat beside you.
On the last train to Harlem, I left my worries on the tracks, carried only lessons and memories, and the love I could never give back.
Ooh, keep your light through the night.
On the last train to Harlem, I heard the city whisper my name. Not because I became somebody famous, but because I survived the rain. Yeah.
The last train always tells the truth.
No mask, no noise, just you and your memory. Keep riding. 78 BPM. Midnight Stories.
Oh, so forever.
Oh, so for. Yeah.
This ain't about the spotlight, it's about the miles before it. Feel that tape hits. Fresh paint couldn't hide them old bricks. Every wall still talking about impossible shifts. Kids played ball where the sirens would sing, dreaming championship nights with a pawn shop ring. Mama folded hope with the laundry every week. Never called herself strong, never called herself weak. Just another quiet soldier keeping faith alive. Making 5 feel like 10 so the family survive. Old Buick crawling like it knew the road, heavy with memories. Light on the low, window halfway down, Marvin on the dial. Problems stayed the same but the ride felt worthwhile. Neighborhood preacher in a thrift store suit, teaching hungry hearts to grow honest roots. Said every dollar earned without shame will outlive fortune built on another man's name. I carried that lesson through every season, more valuable than money, more lasting than reason. Some chased applause that disappeared fast. I just wanted my word to outlast the past. Dust never lies, it remembers every shoe, every road you walked, every promise you stayed true. If your soul stayed real through the fire and rain, you're already richer than a pocket full of change. May your family always know your heart, even when life pulls your worlds apart. Yeah. May every sunrise bring something new, and every blessing find its way to you. Hey, these days, everybody racing toward tomorrow, trying to outrun yesterday's sorrow. But healing don't happen at digital speed. Sometimes silence gives you everything you need. Still hear vinyl crackle before the beat drops. Still smell fresh bread from the neighborhood shops. Old ladies waving from apartment doors, making tired souls feel like they're home once more. My circle got smaller, my vision got wide. Lost a few people, found peace inside. Funny how success ain't loud at all. It whispers your name if you're hearing these bars. Don't confuse bright lights with guiding stars. The strongest men I ever came across measured their victories by what they never lost. Keep your handshake solid, your conscience clean. Respect the spaces where your people have been. Leave something kind wherever you roam. That's how strangers eventually become home. Slow rhythm, heavy soul, every scar making broken stories whole. Less talking, more living, that's how real ones keep giving. Dust never lies, it remembers every shoe, every road you walked, every promise you stayed true. If your soul stayed real through the fire and rain, you're already richer than a pocket full of change. May your family always know your heart, even when life pulls your worlds apart. Hey, may every sunrise bring something new, and every blessing find its way to you. Years fade, buildings fall, records crack, but truth keeps playing. So when this song becomes another memory, I hope it reminds somebody to walk slower, love deeper, and leave this world with a name that feels like home. One love, one love.
Yeah. Another cold night downtown, where every window hides a story. Some people see the city, I hear it breathe.
Nah. Blue lights reflecting on the wet concrete. Another long night underneath my feet. Taxi horn singing through the midnight haze. Old buildings watching as the world changes. Corner cafe where the old souls sit, talking about life and the things they miss. A cup of coffee and a worn out coat, still carrying dreams that refuse to float. I grew up learning from the cracks in the wall, from the ones who stood after every fall. The city never promised an easy road, just showed me strength comes from carrying a load. Mama's voice in the back of my mind, don't lose your heart trying, you'll survive. So I kept my faith when the nights got colder, built my foundation when the world felt over. I saw men with nothing still give the last, saw kindness survive through a difficult past. That's when I learned what a fortune means. It's not what you own, it's the lives you sing. Keep your heart. Yeah. Stay strong. Blue lights on the boulevard, shining on the places that made us who we are. Every scar, every struggle, every battle fought, turned into wisdom that money can't buy.
Don't fall down.
Yeah, rise again. Blue lights on the boulevard, every shadow tells a story in the dark. Even when the night feels endless and long, somewhere inside you the light stays on. Yeah. Basement windows glowing after midnight, jazz notes floating through the city lights. Saxophone crying like a voice from the past, telling me nothing beautiful was built fast. Rose chords moving like a quiet confession, deep bass carrying years of reflection. Dusty drums knocking with a timeless sound, like old footsteps still walking around. And I remember friends with impossible dreams, writing their futures on notebook sheets. Some became fathers, some became names, some disappeared but remained the same. Because love don't vanish when people leave, it It lives in the lessons they make you believe. Every conversation, every goodbye leaves a little piece of somebody behind. I don't chase the world, it changes every day. I chase the peace that refuses to fade. A clear conscience and a faithful heart. That's the treasure nobody can take apart. We survive, yeah. We remain. The city gets louder, but the soul gets quieter. Listen closely. The truth is always somewhere between the notes. The truth is always somewhere between the notes. Hey. Blue lights on the boulevard, still guiding every dreamer in the dark. Every road that tried to break my soul only made me stronger than before. Keep your faith, yeah, hold on. Blue lights on the boulevard, I see them all through yesterday's scars. The streets may change and the years may move, but the heart remembers what is true, yeah. Yeah. The city never sleeps. It just tells stories differently. Some through voices, some through footsteps, and some through a song that's everyday BP.
Back when the lights felt warmer, when every block had a story. Listen. Mama said the city never sleeps, it only dreams slower. Cold nights made a young soul grow a little older. Dust on my sneakers, hope inside my backpack. Every scar became another chapter I could laugh at. Basketball courts with the chain net swinging. Old heads on the corner always preaching while they drinking. Pay phones ringing, trains above screaming. Everybody chasing something that they barely believe in. Neighborhood records spinning Marvin through the hallway. Kids writing verses while the world went the wrong way. I remember every face beneath the porch light, trying to turn another long day into a short night. Didn't have much, but we carry pride heavy. Dreams bigger than the skyline standing over every Chevy. Life taught lessons that the schools couldn't mention. Pain became wisdom after years of paying attention. We came from the blocks where the echoes never fade. Every little memory still living in the shade. Dust never leaves, it just settles on your soul. Still I'm walking with my head high, trying to stay whole. We came from the nights when tomorrow felt far. Now we chasing better days underneath the same stars. If these streets could sing, they'd remember every name, every dream, every flame. Now I walk slower, seeing things different. Success ain't money if your spirit comes a missing. Still here, grandma praying through the apartment walls. Still here, laughter every time the summertime calls. Friends disappear, chasing roads without directions. Some found peace, others lost inside reflections. Life ain't fair, that's the price of breathing. Every sunrise gives another reason for believing. Old cassette spinning with the tape worn thin. Every crackle brings another lifetime back again. Nothing lasts forever, that's the beauty of the ride. Even broken souls still carry oceans deep inside. If tomorrow never promises another chance, I'ma leave my truth inside every circumstance. Cause legends ain't measured by the shine that they borrow. They're remembered by the hope they leave for tomorrow. We came from the blocks where the echoes never fade. Every little memory still living in the shade. Dust never leaves, it just settles on your soul. Still I'm walking with my head high, trying to stay home. We came from the nights when tomorrow felt far. Now we're chasing better days underneath the same stars. If these streets could sing, they'd remember every name, every dream, every flame.
stories never leave the pavement. Some voices never leave the wind. We still here. Still writing. Still writing. Still rolling. Funny how yesterday gets heavier with time. The smell of Sunday dinner drifting out the screen door. Same old cracked linoleum, same worn out floor. Mama humming Al Green while she stirred the pot. Back then we never knew just how much we got. Granddad in the yard with dirt beneath his nails, teaching me the slow roots always outlast gales. He said, don't rush the harvest just to feed your pride. The sweetest fruit takes patience on the inside. The neighborhood breathe with a slow heartbeat. Soul records floating from every other street. Old Impala rolling with the windows down. Everybody waving when you drove through town. We didn't know much, but the table stayed full. Every conversation made a young heart whole. Now I count blessings more than dollars earned. Some truths arrive only after bridges burn.
Golden days still shine through the pouring rain, calling out my heart like an old refrain. Every laugh still echoes through these walls. A love never leaves, it only softly calls. If tomorrow takes everything I own, leave me these memories to carry home. Cause every soul needs somewhere to belong, even after the music's gone.
I walk through cities wearing borrowed names, watch people lose themselves chasing empty fame. Everybody running like the clock's too fast, never stopping long enough to make a moment last. I found an old cassette inside a dusty drawer, played it once, then listened twice before. The crackle sounded sweeter than perfection ever could, like every little flaw still doing something good. I thought about friends I ain't seen in years, smiles we traded before the grown-up fears. Some became fathers, some disappeared. Some are only voices that I still hold near. If you're listening while the night feels long, know your story still deserves a song. The sky gets darker just before the dawn. Hold your faith, keep moving on.
Ooh, you're still enough.
Yeah.
Keep believing. Don't let go. Golden days still shine through the pouring rain, calling out my heart like an old refrain. Every laugh still echoes through these walls. Love never leaves, it only softly calls. If tomorrow takes everything I own, leave me these memories to carry home. Cause every soul needs somewhere to belong, even after the music's gone. One day we'll all become somebody's memory. So leave kindness where you stand, leave love where you are. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some places
Still remember every crack across the sidewalk stone. Funny how the smallest places always feel like home. Mama kept the lights on, though the bills stay late. Still found a reason every night to celebrate. Radio playing old soul through the kitchen air. Love lived quietly, you could almost hear it there. Papa never talked much, let his actions rhyme. Showed me every sacrifice was measured over time. I carried those lessons in a weathered backpack. Dreams on my shoulders, never know when I look back. Young enough to think tomorrow couldn't wait. Old enough to know that patience changes fate. Every little scar became another melody. Every goodbye wrote another piece of me. Now I understand what I couldn't then. Home ain't a place, it's the people you've been.
When the night gets cold and the lights burn low, I still hear the voices from so long ago. Every prayer, every tear, every lesson remains like a soul record spinning through the pouring rain. If tomorrow never looks the way we planned, I'll still carry hope in these weathered hands. Love don't disappear when the years move on, it just learns another song.
Yeah, now I pass the blocks wearing different shoes. Still trying not to lose what the world can't use. Money bought comfort, never bought peace. That only showed up when the noise decreased. Seen friends chase diamonds, lose their reflection. Trading quiet joy for somebody else's direction. Me, I found riches in an honest embrace. A familiar smile, a remember face. Grandma's favorite record still skips on the bridge. Funny how the flaws make the memories live. Every little crack got a heartbeat inside. Every old photograph still got too much pride. If a young soul hear this while they feeling small, know the strongest tree survive the hardest fall. Keep your heart open when the world feels strange. Even broken seasons eventually change.
Ooh, don't let go.
Yeah.
Hold on, you're not alone. Ooh, yeah. When the night gets cold and the lights burn low, I still hear the voices from so long ago. Every prayer, every tear, every lesson remains like a soul record spinning through the pouring rain. If tomorrow never looks the way we planned, I'll still carry hope in these weathered hands. Love don't disappear when the years move on, it just learns another song. Oh, don't let go, yeah. You're not alone. Ooh, yeah. When the night gets cold and the lights burn low, I still hear the voices from so long ago. Every prayer, every tear, every lesson remains like a soul record spinning through the pouring rain. If tomorrow never looks the way we planned, I'll still carry hope in these weathered hands. Ooh, yeah.
Some stories fade, some stories become music, and some songs always find their way back home.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Back before the phone, before the noise. When the street lights told us it was time to go home. Street lights flicker, casting gold on the avenue. Every sunset painted dreams we thought would all come true. Old boombox humming underneath the fire escape. Every dusty cassette had another story on the tape. Mama called my name from the second floor window. Dinner getting cold, but I begged for 10 more. Time moves slow like a Sunday afternoon. Now the years disappeared quicker than June. Every block had a preacher, every block had a thief. Everybody wore a smile, hiding quiet grief. Learned that respect couldn't never be bought. It's built one decision after another hard thought. Card games on the porch till the stars came alive. Just enough hope to keep a young heart alive. Never knew we were living the days we'd miss. Funny how life hides heaven inside moments like this.
When the street lights came on, we belonged to the night. Dreams in our pockets, hearts burning bright. No gold chains, no spotlight glow. Just faith and a road we were learning to know. Yeah, if these old sidewalks could speak again, they tell our stories like they never end. Every laugh, every tear, every lesson remains. Still living in somewhere inside these veins.
Now the skyline shines with a different face. Glass tower standing where we used to race. The corner store's gone, so's the old payphone, but I still hear the echoes whenever I'm alone. Grandma's Bible sitting on the wooden stand, pages worn soft by a faithful hand. She said, son, don't let this world steal your peace. The richest heart is the one that sleeps. I carried those words through the highs and lows, through the cold December winds and summer roads. Every blessing came wearing work boots first. Every answered prayer was born from the worst. So I write for the kid with impossible dreams, trying to find daylight through broken beams. You don't need permission to become your name. Just keep showing up when the weather ain't the same.
Nothing lasts forever. Not the building, not the season, only the love we leave behind. When the street lights came on, we belonged to the night. Dreams in our pockets, hearts burning bright. No gold chains, no spotlight glow. Just faith and a road we were learning to know. Yeah. If these old sidewalks could speak again, they tell our stories like they never end. Every laugh, every tear, every lesson remains. Still living somewhere inside these veins. Yeah. To every soul still carrying yesterday with pride, keep walking. The block never really leaves you. It just becomes part of your heartbeat. This one's for the names. Yeah. We still whisper. Yeah. Another sunset melting over brick and steel. Funny how memories never lose their feel. The record kept spinning while the years slipped by. Still hear familiar laughter every time I close my eyes. Mama's Sunday dress hanging by the door. The smell of homemade comfort I can't find anymore. Papa's old jacket folded on a wooden chair. Sometimes love stays living in the things left there. Back when every neighbor knew each other's name. Nobody had much, but nobody felt ashamed. We borrowed sugar, borrowed hope, borrowed time. Paid it back with kindness every single time. The block wasn't perfect, but it raised us right. Taught us how to stand through the longest night. Now every verse I write feels like a prayer for the souls who taught me somebody would care.
Here's a song for the ones we miss. Every hug, every smile, every goodbye kiss. Though the seasons change and the years move on, love keeps singing long after they're gone. When the moon hangs low above the avenue, I still hear pieces of all of you. Every heartbeat carries your flame, forever calling my name.
The city grew louder, but my heart stayed still. Searching for the peace that only memories feel. I don't measure wealth by the things I own, but by the voices that still like home. Saw an old man dancing with his wife in the park. Two silver heads glowing after dark. No crowd around, no cameras near. Just a lifetime wrapped in one slow tear. Made me think about the beauty of staying true. Holding on to love when the world tells you to move. Every wrinkle tells a story worth hearing.
Every quiet soul deserves somebody cheering. So if you're walking through a lonely place tonight, keep believing in tomorrow's light. Even broken records still know how to play, and every sunrise finds another way.
You're never alone. Yeah, we're still here. Our love remains. Here's a song for the ones we miss. Every hug, every smile, every goodbye kiss. Though the seasons change and the years move on, love keeps singing long after they're gone. When the moon hangs low above the avenue, I still hear pieces of all of you. Every heartbeat carries your flame, forever calling my name. Ooh, yeah, stay.
Yeah.
Some people leave this world, but never leave our rhythm. As long as the soul keeps playing, their love never fades. Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Rain got a different sound. When the city's carrying memories. Yeah. Rain on 125th, washing names off the wall. Still can't erase every rise and every fall. Taxi lights shimmer like a pocket full of stars, while another lonely dream disappears behind the bars. Young blood sitting on a fire escape rail, writing down his future on the back of old mail. No audience waiting, no cameras in sight, just a notebook in the silence of the night. Mama left the porch light burning till dawn, even after everybody else had moved on. Said home ain't bricks, it ain't wood, it ain't stone. It's the place where your soul don't walk alone. The old preacher smiled through a weathered coat. Every sermon sounded like a handwritten note. No promises easy, no shortcuts found. Just keep your feet planted on honest ground. Rain keeps falling on these midnight streets, mixing no regrets with forgotten dreams. Every drop sounds like a gospel refrain, washing yesterday but leaving the pain. Still I walk with my head held high, searching for a truth beneath these skies. If the city remembers my footsteps someday, let it remember I never lost faith. The jazz club closed but the sax lives on, floating through the alleys just before dawn. One old musician with silver in his beard played every note like the angels appeared. Saw a janitor humming while he swept the floor, working like nobody noticed anymore. Made me realize dignity don't need applause. Greatness hides inside the smallest cuts. Friends chase fast money down one-way roads. Some came back carrying heavier loads. Some never returned to the block we knew, leaving empty chairs with familiar views. I chose slow steps and a peaceful mind, knowing real treasure takes its time. The world's gonna rush till its final breath. I'd rather build love that outlives death. So here's another verse for the ones unseen, holding broken families together in between. You're the reason these records keep spinning slow. You're the proof that quiet hearts still grow.
Don't give up. keep walking. Grace is closer than you know.
Rain keeps falling on these midnight streets, mixing no regrets with forgotten dreams. Every drop sounds like a gospel refrain, washing yesterday, but leaving the pain. Still I walk with my head held high, searching for a truth beneath these skies. If the city remembers my footsteps someday, let it remember I never lost faith.
Last train rolling, everybody carrying something. Last train to Uptown, 1:15. Faces full of stories underneath the neon hum. Nobody speaking, but the silence had a voice. Every tired soul carrying the weight of every choice. An old man clutched a trumpet in a weathered case. Lines of 50 winners written on his face. Sat across from me with his eyes closed tight, like he was still playing every Friday night. Young mother rocking her baby to sleep, counting blessings she could barely keep. She smiled for a second when the little one laughed. That's the kind of wealth no bank can never have. City lights blurred through the scratched up glass, like old memories refusing not to last. Every tunnel swallowed yesterday whole, but somehow never touched the soul. Ride with me through these sleepless nights, past broken dreams and faded lights, where every heartbeat drums in time, with dusty grooves and humble rhymes. If tomorrow comes before I'm ready to go, let these records tell the world what I know. The strongest hearts don't shine like gold, they stay warm when the night gets cold. Back on the block where the church bells rang, the choir still sounded like heaven sang. Miss Johnson swept the sidewalk every dawn, smiling like the whole world's weight was gone. The barber still remembered everybody's name. 20 years later, nothing ever changed. His mirror showed more truth than vanity. Every haircut came with a little humanity. Corner diner pouring coffee till the morning came, waitress calling every stranger by their name. Those little acts, the headlines never right, all what kept this neighborhood alive at night. I stopped chasing echoes that were never mine, started measuring life one honest line at a time. If success costs peace, it's a price too high. I'd rather sleep beneath an ordinary sky. So here's to every worker catching the first train home, to every dreamer feeling all alone. You're the heartbeat underneath this town, the quiet kings who never wear a crown.
Ooh, keep your faith, hold your ground.
The dawn is coming. Ride with me through these sleepless nights, past broken dreams and faded lights, where every heartbeat drums in time, with dusty grooves and humble rhymes. If tomorrow comes before I'm ready to go, let these records tell the world what I know. The strongest hearts don't shine like gold, they stay warm when the night gets cold. last train always leaves, but hope never misses it. Same city, new sunrise, another verse waiting to be lived.
Yeah. Dust on the vinyl. Street lights. Still hum the same song. Hey yo. Hey. Back when the corner knew every name. Old heads played chess while we studied the game. Mama stretched dollars like they never would break. Every sunrise came with another chance to make. Concrete carried every footprint we made. Dreams in our pockets, but the rent stayed late. Bodega conversation, smoke in the breeze. Hope wore Timbs, walking slow with ease. Friends turned brothers underneath the same sky. Some learn to hustle, some just wonder why. Sirens kept singing through the middle of the night. Still found laughter underneath the porch light. Didn't know much, but the spirit stayed rich. Truth in our words, never chasing the glitch. Every scar carried lessons we could quote. Every hard day became another line I wrote. We came from the blocks where the stories don't fade. Every crack sidewalk got a promise we made. Time keep rolling, but the soul stay the same. Still hear the echoes every time they call my name. No diamonds needed, just a heart that won't fold. Real never rust, even when it gets old. From the dust to the dream, let the memories ride. 94 forever, living deep inside. Yeah. Cassette decks knocking through an open ride. Boom bap heartbeat with the windows wide. Every rhyme painted murals on a great brick wall. Made kings out of kids standing 10 feet tall. Lost a few soldiers to the streets too soon. Still pour respect underneath the moon. Pictures in my wallet never lose they face. Some people leave but they never leave a place. Now the city's dressed in different clothes. Fast money growing where the old tree rose. Still I walk slow when I pass that lane. Every little memory calling out my name. Life taught patience more than it taught speed. Character grows from the dirt and the need. If tomorrow comes with another sunrise, I'm still carrying yesterday inside my eyes. Came from the blocks where the stories don't fade. Every crack sidewalk got a promise we made. Time keep rolling but the soul stay the same. Still hear the echoes every time they call my name. No diamonds needed, just a heart that won't fold. Real never rust, even when it gets old. From the dust to the dream, let the memories ride. 94 forever, living deep inside. Yeah. Still hear the drums through the alley at night. Still feel the soul inside every rhyme. The neighborhood raised us, and the music never left.
Late nights, cold streets, old dreams in a city full of echoes. You know, some stories never
Yeah, I was raised where the concrete remembers every name. Where the young hearts chase dreams through the smoke and the rain. Mama said keep your head out, never fall for the pain. But the block taught lessons that were hard to explain. Had $1 in my pocket but a vision in my chest. Trying to find a little peace while we fighting with the stress. Old sneakers on the pavement, old songs in the tape deck. Thinking about the moments that I never could replace yet. Corner store lights shining through the midnight haze. Friends talk about tomorrow while we stuck in yesterday. Everybody had a story, everybody had scars. Trying to touch the sky while we sleeping under stars. I remember old faces, old laughs, old times. Dream about a future while we writing these rhymes. No gold chains, no fame, no cameras in sight. Just a microphone, a notebook, and a city at night.
These are letters from the block written deep in my soul. Every crack in the street got a story to hold. Through the struggle and the pain, through the highs and the lows, I keep walking with the memories wherever I go. Yeah, the days move fast, but the feelings stay the same. Old streets, old friends still calling my name. When the world gets cold and the nights get dark, I find my way home through the beat of my heart.
Seen brothers turn heroes, seen heroes fall down, seen smiles disappear when the pressure came around. Life wasn't perfect, but we learned how to survive. Kept a little bit of hope just to keep it alive. The radio playing soul with the windows halfway open. Every melody reminding us of words left unspoken. Grandma's old stories, father's old advice. Trying to build something better with the roll of the dice. I carry every moment like a picture in the frame. Every victory, every loss, every lesson, every name. Cause the past made me stronger, gave me something to say. Turned the pain into poetry and the darkness into day. So I write for the dreamers who were still holding on. For the ones waking up before the break of dawn. For the kids on the corners with a vision inside. Trying to find a little hope on a dangerous ride. These are letters from the block written deep in my soul. Every crack in the street got a story to hold. Through the struggle and the pain, through the highs and the lows, I keep walking with the memories wherever I go. Yeah, the days move fast, but the feelings stay the same. Old streets, old friends still calling my name. When the world gets cold and the nights get dark, I find my way home through the beat of my heart. Dust on the record, memories on the pavement. Some stories fade, but the real ones live forever. From the block to the world, still here.
This one for the ones still holding on.
I grew up where the light hit different at dusk, where every small dream had to turn into trust. Sidewalk sermons written in cracks and stone. Every quiet night felt like being alone. Mama worked hard just to keep the heat on low, while the winter outside moved too slow. I learned early that love don't always stay. Sometimes it just learns how to fade away. Still I heard hope in the hum of the street, in the distant bass line under tired feet. Every corner had a story it never told loud, just whispers drifting through a broken crowd. And I held those whispers like they were gold, in a world where everything slowly gets cold. This is where the soul still breathes in the night. Through the dark we still find light. We survive in the echo of broken songs, but the rhythm keeps telling us we belong. Where the soul still breathes, don't let it go. In the boom bap heart where the feelings flow. We rise, we fall, but we don't disappear. We're still right here, we're still right here. Seen time turn friends into distant names. Seen pride turn love into silent flames. But the beat never left when the world got cold. It stayed in the cracks of my tired soul. Every drum hit like a memory pulse. Every bass line carries something else, like forgiveness buried under the sound, waiting for someone to dig it out. Now I move through life with a slower pace, still searching for peace in a crowded place. Every step I take got a little more truth, carved from the weight of my missing you. Oh, yeah. Like a prayer that never stopped calling me back, through the silence wrapped in black. If the night could speak, it would sound like pain, but we turn that pain into rhythm again. And even when everything feels undone, the soul still breathes in a setting sun. Disappear, we're still right here.
This one's for the people who never made the headlines, but built our lives anyway.
There was a bench outside apartment 9, where old souls gathered almost every night. No gold chains, no cameras in their face, just tired hands and dignity with grace. Mr. Lewis swept the sidewalk every dawn, even after half the neighborhood had gone. Miss Irene kept candy in her purse, said a kind word could always break a curse. Summer air carried barbecue smoke, everybody laughed at the same old jokes. Boombox playing soul across the block, kids danced barefoot around the fire hydrant stop. Back then time wasn't measured by a screen, it lived in conversations in between. You learned a person's worth from how they stay, not by the noise they ever made.
Stay with me, yeah, don't disappear. The streets remember every gentle soul, every quiet heart that made us whole. Even if the buildings fade away, love still echoes where we used to stay.
First paycheck folded in my back pocket, felt like I had finally found the lockpick. Took mama out to our favorite place, couldn't stop the smile across her face. She said, son, don't chase applause too long, people love the singer, forget the song. Those words settle deeper every year, growing louder every time I hear. The city changes rhythm overnight, new towers rising in a borrowed light, old murals hidden underneath fresh paint, still can't erase what memories ain't. Some dreams bloom and others fall apart, both leave fingerprints upon your heart. That's why I walk these avenues slow, listening for voices only memory knows.
Hold your people close while they're still here.
Now I write these verses like letters home, for every child who ever felt alone, for every mother working overtime, still somehow finding room to shine. For every father learning as he went, giving more than money ever meant. For every elder sitting by the door, who quietly taught us what living's for. This ain't about pretending life was clean, we all survived somewhere in between. But even cracked sidewalks grow flowers through, if somebody believes enough in you. So when my final record stops its spin, don't remember where I've been, remember every truth I tried to say. Love is what outlives yesterday.
Ooh, yeah. The drums will fade, the strings will fade, but the people, the love, the stories, they keep playing long after the music ends.
Yeah. Another night in the city, another story beneath the lights. Listen. Listen, neon reflection, dancing on the pavement below. Walking through the streets where the forgotten souls go. Cold air, moving through the cracks of the town. Searching for peace when the sun goes down. I know these blocks, every corner, every face, every hidden dream trying to find its place. The city raised me with a heart full of scars, teaching me to look beyond the brightest stars. I remember small rooms with big conversations, talking about life, dreams and destinations. No easy answers, no guaranteed way, just trying to survive another difficult day. The old records played with a crackling sound, gospel voices floating while the drums knocked down. That dusty rhythm had a soul of its own, made us feel powerful when we felt alone. I carry those moments like a shadow behind me, all the lessons and the people who define me. Because every struggle, every tear that I knew built the foundation of the person I grew. Yeah.
Falling on the city street, washing away the pain, but keeping memories. Through the darkness, where the lonely hearts remain, we find a little hope inside the neon rain. Yeah. Neon rain under midnight skies, where broken dreams learn how to rise. Every scar, every story, every name lives forever in the sound of the rain.
Yeah, I write these words when the world gets quiet, when the noise disappears and the soul starts to riot. The sax cries softly like a voice from the past, reminding me that nothing beautiful lasts, but every moment leaves something behind. A picture, a feeling, a place in your mind. The people we love, the roads that we walk, the unfinished conversations and the words never talked. I seen young hearts fighting battles unseen, trying to chase something bigger than dreams. Some found their way, some lost their direction, but every journey deserves its reflection. The city don't judge, it just watches and waits through broken elevators and apartment gates. Every soul got a story hidden inside, every person got a storm they hide. So I keep my voice low, let the rhythm explain, let the bass hit deep, like the sound of the rain. No need for a crown, no need for a name, just truth in the music and fire in the flame.
Ooh, yeah. Neon rain falling on the city street, washing away the pain, but keeping memories. Through the darkness, where the lonely hearts remain, we find a little hope inside the neon rain. Neon rain
under midnight skies, where broken dreams learn how to rise. Every scar, every story, every name lives forever in the sound of the rain. Neon rain under midnight skies, where broken dreams learn how to rise. Every scar, every story, every name lives forever in the sound of. Ooh. Yeah. The city whispers, the old streets remember. Every step, every loss, every victor, still written in the concrete. Yeah. Let the roads play, let the vinyl spin. Another night, another story, under neon rain, we survive. Yeah. Forever in the city, forever in the city. Yeah. Forever in the sound.
Ooh.
memories never fade. Some pain turns into wisdom. Listen.
I came from a place where the nights felt longer, where the weak got tested and the strong got stronger. Had dreams in my head but doubts in my mind, trying to find a little light when I was losing my shine. Mama told me keep faith when the road gets rough, cause the world don't stop when life gets tough. I carried those words like a prayer in my chest, through every broken moment, through every test. I seen friends turn strangers, seen seasons change, seen smiles hide stories full of silent pain. Everybody got a battle they don't show to the crowd. Everybody got a storm when the sky ain't loud. So I write these verses like letters to my soul, trying to heal the pieces that I couldn't control. The past made scars, but it gave me a voice. Every struggle was a lesson, every fall was a choice.
Find a little love in the middle of the pain. And I know every road got a story to tell. Every soul got a heaven and a little bit of hell. But I keep moving forward no matter what comes, cause the heart still beats when the battle is
I remember old streets and the sound of the train, cold city nights and the smell of the rain, the rhythm from the speakers, the soul in the air. Those moments remind me that somebody cared. No diamonds, no fame, just a dream and a pen, trying to become someone while remembering when the days we were struggling, the nights we survived, the moments that showed us we were still alive. I learned real love from the people around me, from the ones who stayed when the world tried to drown me. Not every hero wears a crown or a name. Sometimes they the ones standing beside you in the rain. Now I look back with a different perspective. Pain was a chapter, but life is a message. I'm still chasing peace, still searching for grace, still carrying the stories that time can't erase.
Cause the heart still lives where the memories stay, in the songs we remember and the words we say. Through the pain and the tears, through the dark and the rain, we find a little love in the middle of the pain. And I know every road got a story to tell, every soul got a heaven and a little bit of hell. But I keep moving forward no matter what comes, cause the heart still beats when the battle is done. Cause the heart still is where the memories stay, in the songs we remember and the words we say. Through the pain and the tears, through the dark and the rain, we find a little love in the middle of the pain.
Yeah. The years keep moving, but the soul remembers. Every scar, every smile, every story, still living inside.